Good day, guys. I've had a pretty good day so far. I hope you have. I'm heading to a job in Zebulon. We're doing for Wayne Electric Company out of Wayne County here in Goldsboro. So they got some footage on their website, and it's just stock footage like you would get from Storyblocks, or I can't remember. There's stock footage companies basically that just have, may have a company out in Arizona or something that got the footage and then they just use it. It's kind of generic, but a lot of companies do that for stuff. But they want to personalize it a little more, and they want to have their people in the footage on the website. So I kind of mocked the footage that's on their website with their actual workers. So I did this for Aptus Bridge Company a while back. I went up to like Murfreesboro. We did a shoot all day. I remember it was cold, windy. We shot all day. They didn't really know what to tell me to do. They were just like, they just kind of put me out beside the guys, and the guys started kind of working, and they did some stuff with machines I've never seen. So I didn't even know what to film. I was just flying over with the drone and shooting the guys up close with their little handheld cable finders and stuff like that. But anyway, they're a bridge company, Aptus Bridge Company, and I went to find the footage for this company to show them an example, and they've taken all my footage out. But not only, I don't think it's anything against my footage. Of course, that's the very first thing I think of. Oh, sorry. I don't think it was anything against my footage, but yes, that's exactly what I think. Like, damn, they took my footage down. It must have sucked. Imposter syndrome sneaking in. But my smokes, this thing is kind of wobbly. They took down everything. They took down everything. Everything. I didn't do any shots of bridge work for them, but they took down everything but the bridge work. Like, they don't even have it listed anymore on their site. I don't know what to tell you, but I have the footage. I'm trying to get this thing more solid. It's not vibrating. Woo, that's what she said. I had to take that. Anyway, so the footage today is in Zebulon. This is with Wayne Electric Company. I don't have a shot list or anything. I don't even know what we're doing. I just know they're an electric company. Stacy Overman, a friend of mine. He's a friend of mine. We don't hang out or anything, but we're friendly with each other. We know each other, and we've worked together before. So he's been working here for years. So I'm gonna go out there. I think he's gonna be on this job. So we'll kind of let him show me what they do and where the workers are, and then I'm just gonna use the drone, use the 55-200 zoom lens to get some shots close to the workers from far off. I know they're going to be digging holes. So I don't know if any of you videographers make a shot list every time. I know some of you do because I see it, and I think, how unprepared am I? I don't make a shot list or anything. But sometimes you don't know what you're shooting out there. Talked to another client of mine yesterday, Jacob, National Land and Wild Flow, about them not finishing, but doing some more of Taking on the Wild, which is the YouTube series I do. You can check that out on YouTube. I get coffee on my glasses every time I drink coffee. I guess my cup goes up and it smacks me right here, and I just get a small coffee tear. It just aggravates the living out of me. So, but anyway, I'm trying to think what I was talking about. Being unprepared with a video list. I was talking about that. But I was talking about Jacob. So yeah, Jacob said he was going to write the list. I was really worried about him dropping us or doing the Take It on the Wild, because his channel is usually so fun, man. They got so much stuff to do, and they do such odd jobs. He does the land management. So if you're a guy who owns a bunch of land and you're in the hunting and you want a turkey, good turkey hunting piece of land or deer hunting, and you got like coyotes and stuff, you just tell Jacob and Wildflower, you tell him like what you want to do. Like, I don't want this on here, I want this, and he knows what plant to put up there, what greenery, what trees you don't want on there, all that type of stuff. And anyway, and he accommodates you with whatever you ask for on that. So that's always an interesting job, so I hope they weren't going to drop it. I'm still waiting on Aaron to write me back about continuing buy dirt. I know we're at the 6-month mark. So I know that's what we kind of mentioned, 6 months. We're going to kind of come back and talk. And he may be out of town. Like I tell you, if I write a client and they don't text me back or write me back, like, that's perfectly understandable. I know they're busy. Like, in my conscious, normal mind, I don't really sit there and go, wow, they write me back. But man, that imposter syndrome mind, it's just like, well, he's gonna drop me. They're gonna drop my work. They don't like my work. They hadn't liked what we've been doing. And I'm gonna be out of client, out of a good client that has good content, and allows me to do fun stuff. But and like Amber said last night, most time it turns out okay. Like, randomly, very rarely does it turn out like I'm thinking it. But God, how do you stop that mindset where you're like, just automatically think that? Like, I texted Aaron, I think, Thursday of last week. So it's been Thursday, Friday really, because I think it was late Thursday night. So Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday, okay, so weekend at work. Monday, here it is Tuesday. I hadn't heard back from him. So in my mind, I'm just like, well, he's done. He's mad at me. He don't like my work. He don't want to deal with me more. He don't like what I've done. He's hated every episode we've done so far, and he's just waiting to get out. It's like, listen to myself say this. I'm just like, damn, dude, you're so negative. But God, it's that noggin, man, that side of you that just keeps wanting to check you. Just wanting to check you like, hey, man, don't think you're good at anything. Just, don't think that you've been doing good work. And I don't know why that is, man. I hate that. How do you get around that? Anybody watching this got some comments? I'm open to them. But anyway, hope today's shoot goes well. I'm excited about this. This is a good company. Wayne Electric Company. It's been around a long time established company. Maybe we can get in to start doing some more work with them, doing some video content, putting out some content on their social media sites. I don't know if they have social media. I gotta check the website and start with that. We can cut them up. I talked about yesterday, how you kind of want, if you run a company, you want to kind of live on YouTube with the long form content, then you kind of break it down, on the short forms for Facebook, Instagram, stuff like that. But almost spilled my coffee. But anyway, then tomorrow we have I'm doing some more with Wayne Electric Company here in Goldsboro, so kind of the same thing, just in a different job location. But that's good. Shows kind of variety of what they're doing. I'm sure you can't get but kind of one type of shot on this certain job, but we'll see. It's always fun to kind of, it's a little exciting getting there not knowing what we're doing. A little. Sometimes that makes it really rough when you're there. Like, neither the person nor I know what we're doing. But that's the name of the game. And again, I'd rather be doing this than having to show up at 8 o'clock, at a place telling me when I go to the bathroom and all that. So, I hope everybody else has been doing good. And had a good Christmas too. Me and Amber did Christmas a little different this year because work was a little slow for me at the end of the year, so I didn't want her like buying me gifts, and like I can't even give her money for rent this month. I will eventually. She helps me out like that. I would never be able to make it if it weren't for her. Like, if I lived by myself, like, I'd be kicked out of my house so many times, lost my phone, car, and all that stuff. But because sometimes with this job, I can't necessarily, it don't land where you get work like in time to pay, Yeah, it don't always end up where you get paid on the 15th and the 30th, and you can kind of plan. Sometimes you might start a job on the first. Somebody says like, oh, I want to do this, and it's a big job. It may pay a couple of $3, $4, $5 grand, and then they're like, all right, we want to start like Monday, and then they'll just, they're busy. Most of the rich people, they're really busy, so they got stuff to do. And to them, they're not really aware they put you off, but man, when they delay a job 3 or 4 weeks, you're like, oh, I got this job, and here's how much it's gonna pay. We just gotta do it and finish it, and you can't rush them. Sometimes I think like I want to call and like, man, can we get this going, please? I'm so broke, but you can't seem like you're broke, So that's not their problem. It's not their problem that you can't, you're broke, you can't manage money. My case is more I can't manage money. Like Starbucks, I don't have any damn business drinking a Starbucks drink right now. None at all. Like, none. And I know that. And I wake up every day and I go get 1 or 2 or 3. But, I don't know. Us humans are messed up, I tell you that. By the way, I'm on full self-driving with Tesla. So Tesla's driving me down the highway. I'm not paying attention where I'm going. I am paying attention where I'm going. But if you see my hands up or moving around, I'm not driving or driving with my knee. This full self-driving from Tesla, especially on a straight highway like this down 795, man, it's pretty much flawless. Like, it just drives by itself. Only thing I wish they'd improve on a little bit is that it wants to ride in the left-hand lane. Sometimes I hate people riding the left-hand lane. Like, I understand you have to ride a little bit. When you just park over in the left-hand lane, just ride for 35 miles in the left-hand lane, you got like 2 miles of traffic coming behind you. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Ain't no sense in this stuff. So, I don't like sometimes a Tesla hangs out in the left-hand lane and there'll be a car behind me, and I'm kind of subconscious. So, but all you gotta do is you just signal up with the signal to the right, and it'll get over here and ride. But if it rides over here long enough, it'll tend to go back in the left-hand lane. But anyway, tomorrow we're doing the WEC job, and then after that, like, I don't have any work, and that's what sucks about this type job is that I don't have any work after that. I'm not scheduled. I mean, hopefully, but that happens all the time. People ask, like, how's your work going, man? Do you have a lot of business and stuff? Like, I always have trouble. I feel like I'm telling a lie no matter what I say, because, it is good. It's good to have business, and I think I have good business. But, there's some weeks in there it gets tight. Just waiting for jobs to come around, or maybe waiting for a job to finish. I feel like I'm lying when I tell them, like, oh, it's going good. Especially if Amber's standing there, because she's probably like, dude, I bought dinner the last 14 weeks here. It ain't going good. But I don't know. Like I said, I couldn't make it without her. Even though she don't have anything to do with the video business, like, it's definitely a team effort. Because, man, she can pardon me when I'm not doing the rent or the car. When I'm not the car payment, but the rent. Man, if I live like with a a-hole landlord or something, that would like kick you out if you don't have your money right on time and all that. I'd be so homeless right now. So that comes along with it, but it also comes along with not knowing how to manage money. Like, I've gone so long living from week to week, working for the corporate man, and just living from week to week. You make $1,000 a week or whatever, so you just kind of budget on that. That's what they always say. Like, no matter how much money you get, you're gonna end up spending it. Or you're always gonna, if you live week to week, you can make $90 million a year, and that's how you're gonna live, because that's your habits. I gotta break all of that shit. I hate that. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Definitely got to get better at that. A few more habits I got to break, and got to get on this work and get some, get some constant work like we talked about yesterday, where it's just contracts, and I don't have to worry about anything, because I'm like, well, I got this contract set up. Like, I got all this work, and man, it's hard to get through YouTube. You think like, man, YouTube, you can go out there and find exactly, or Google or whatever, you go out there and find, like, you know, how to manage or how to do this. And I know some stuff's out there, but man, it's hard to cut through all the jibber jabber where you can't tell what's real or what's like a scam. But if anybody's got any good ones, let me know. I'll hit them up for sure. And I mean, I know Dave Ramsey, but I don't know, unless I'm wrong. Like last time I checked Dave out, Dave Ramsey was more like kind of just save every penny you got and don't do anything for a long time, and then after a while you have a bunch of money, which I suppose is true. But man, living fruitfully like Amber and I do, I mean, we say that, but if you had somebody live fruitfully, it'd be like, you don't have a life. You guys don't do anything. But I'm just saying, like, we, you know, for me and Amber's life, we don't hold back on a lot. We don't go on vacation like we wish we could. But, I mean, we both have nice cars and, like, you know, cool house and all that stuff. So, I mean, it's not like. But yeah, anyway, it'd be nice to be able to manage money where I'd have to live that week-to-week mentality like I do. Because I do that. I know I do that. I know I do that. It sucks, but I can't break it. Because, man, you work, you have a job for a long time, and you finally finish and get paid, and you're like, man, you know what? This is why I quit my daytime job. So I could take a couple days off and buy myself something for, you know, my car because, you know, I deserve it. I work. When you should, you know, I should be looking for stuff to invest in or learning how to invest or putting that away in a savings or something. The temporary satisfaction gets you every time. But anyway, I'm almost to the Wilson exit, so I gotta be getting off up here and then making my way around to Zebulon. I talked long enough. You guys have a good day. Believe in yourself, man. Even if I don't believe in me, believe in yourself. Take care. Peace.